Chapter 6 The Nexus Empire. General Kenji Shinobi made his way to the Führer's office. General Kenji, or Zenith, he's sometimes known as. Why Zenith? The Führer, Adolf Hitler, became impressed by Kenji's rise to power. From his early days in the Japanese army branch of the Nexus Empire to his researcher days, Kenji researched a lot of things as a researcher for the Nexus Empire, such as mind upload to the internet, the ability to manipulate sound waves. Kenji figured a way how to harness the power of a star by building a hive-like structure around a star. A civilization can harness its power. Shinobi even concluded the same technique can be used on something like a core of a galaxy. It can be used to create a mega computer known as the Matryoshka brain. Kenji believes this computer will give rise to the Fourth Reich and the rise of the Homo Galactica. Humanity evolved. Kenji is one of the few people that the 186-year-old Führer, Adolf Hitler, allows to meet in person. Kenji seen the rise of the Führer from the leader of a nation to the leader of a new world order. The change from the new Roman Empire to the Nexus Empire. Kenji fought in World War III and is a super soldier. Kenji is a nano-enhanced, meaning inside of his body are microscopic machines that can repair his body at an incredible rate. Kenji and others like him were soldiers that combated to the death with soldiers that were genetically modified, like the Legends of the End. After the war, Kenji became a researcher and created many inventions for the Nexus Empire. Recently, Kenji created a machine that uses artificial general intelligence. This machine has intelligence close to that of a human. Kenji created this machine as an experiment to test future robotics super soldiers of the Nexus Empire. This machine is a unique cyborg. Kenji still knows the Nexus Empire is still years away from creating a true artificial intelligence and achieving a technological singularity. This machine has a human brain, while everything else is robotic. Kenji knows sometimes in the future, these type of drones will serve as the Nexus Empire Galactic Army. Kenji does have cybernetic augmentation done to himself. He has a bionic eye, and both of his arms are cybernetic, as well as his heart. Kenji reaches the Führer's office. The Führer recently ordered Kenji to come to his office. Kenji figures this has to do with the group known as the Legends of the End. The Legends of the End by the Nexus Empire are a terrorist group, a team of United States super soldiers that fought in World War III and caused problems for the first 5 years of the Nexus Empire, and then suddenly they went silent until the one known as Hybrid stole classified information. Kenji opens the door to the Führer's office and proceeds to walk inside. Hail Hitler, Kenji saluted. He proceeded to do the Nexus Empire ancient salute to the Führer, Adolf Hitler. The Führer himself sat on his desk. Hitler, looking somewhat old and aged with gray. Despite Hitler being 186 years old, he looks like a man in his 60s. Hail, General Shinobi, Hitler said. General, do you know why I have called you here? I'm assuming this is about the person who stole classified information, Kenji said. Yes, General. Have you heard of the Legends of the End? Hitler asked. Only that they're genetic soldiers for the old world US, Kenji said. So, you're not aware of the spaceship they were building, Hitler said. No, I wasn't aware of that, Kenji said. They were. They almost had it fully functional, Hitler said. He reaches for a file and hands it to Kenji. The information that was stolen by the man known as Hybrid. This information is plans of a new Deklaki, a new version of a machine that helped me win World War II. Kenji opens the file and looks inside. He sees a photograph. What you are seeing isn't one of the Nexus Empire ships, nor is it a UFO, Hitler said. As Kenji takes a closer look, he sees what looks like a medium-sized spacecraft in mid-cloak. What is it? Because Nexus Media isn't reporting this, Kenji said. It is believed to be the Legends of the End spacecraft, fully functional, Hitler said. This Deklaki, what is it? Why haven't I heard it before this? Kenji asked, sounding a bit mad. Kenji remembered how World War II played out. The Japanese attacked the Russian motherland in 1944, which helped Germany because it divided the Russian attacks. However, Kenji did in fact heard of this Deklaki despite lying. That's because I kept it from the world, Hitler said. The Deklaki is a machine that creates rifts in time to travel through. Time travel, Kenji said. The Nexus Empire concluded time travel is impossible due to all the paradoxes involved. But then Kenji thought about it. He looked around, and then he thinks fast. The Nexus Empire, everything. You used it to help you win. I never went myself. I did saw in 1945 I was losing, and I needed an advantage. The Deklaki uses technology we reverse engineered from a crashed UFO years earlier. The Deklaki almost didn't work. Once I found it became fully functional, I gave the order to travel and find me technology that will help me win the war, Hitler said. I kept this information secret from the rest of the world because I didn't want any enemies to use this information to destroy everything I worked so hard to build. Now that information is in the wrong hands, Kenji said. But why create another one? What happened to the original one? When it came back, the Deklaki came back partially destroyed before it was consumed by its own energy field. Several scientists died in an attempt to save the person that was in the machine. One of the scientists managed to save him. This person managed to complete the mission and became infected with the nanobots. This person recalls on the way back, the machine was attacked. He told something rammed into his machine, Hitler explained. Is it possible that something tried to prevent you from winning the war, Kenji asked. Yes. I believe now it was the Legends of the End, Hitler said. I want to ask you something. The machine you're building isn't complete. It's complete, but there hasn't been any battle testing yet, Kenji said. Then the mission that I'm going to give you will be its testing. I want you and your machine to hunt down the Legends of the End, Hitler said. That's an impossible task. The Legends of the End are something that can't be defeated so easily, Kenji said. Yet, soldiers like you killed soldiers like them, Hitler said. That was back then. Back when our technology was young, our regeneration abilities don't age like theirs, Kenji said. Can your machine do it? Hitler asked. The machine is not entirely indestructible, only the encasing that protects the brain. The machine can follow commands and execute them. However, its AI program isn't fully self-aware, Kenji said. I don't understand why this machine has a human brain, Hitler said. Despite all our technology we are not capable of creating a humanoid machine-type brain yet. Especially one to an AI, Kenji said. We're advanced, but we're not that advanced yet. Okay, General, I will send you off to your mission, Hitler said. Report to me when you find all the legends. Kenji was about to leave until he realized something. The Fuhrer never answered his question, why create another time machine? Fuhrer, you never answered why you created another time machine, Kenji asked. I wanted to see if another one could be built by our advances in our nanotechnology. There wasn't a second one built. Only just the plans existed for a short time, Hitler said. Is that all, General? No, that's all, Kenji said. Kenji proceeded to walk out of the Fuhrer's office. Kenji's next destination is back to his base.